Recording in progress.
Hey guys, once again, I'm Mr. D of DSS Review Center. And today I will be teaching you about quartiles of ungrouped data. Okay, so quartiles of ungrouped data is one of the topics under measures of position. Okay, so first let us define about measures of position. It divides the data into equal parts. It is important to determine in which group a particular score belongs. However, quartiles are score points that divide the set of data or distribution into four equal parts. And for today, this is your learning target. I can solve or I can determine the quartile of the ungrouped data. And to determine the quartile of ungrouped data, you may consider the procedure below. Letter A, write the data in ascending order. Use the formula where K is 1 for the first quartile, 2 for the second quartile, and 3 for the third quartile. All you have to do is to replace. You are looking for the first quartile, replace K by 1. For the second quartile, replace K by 2, and so on and so forth. Solve and simplify the result, and then use the result to determine the score by counting the data in the distribution. Let us solve and analyze this problem. Okay? The Department of Health, or DOH, gets the ages of 19 sample based on the latest data infected by COVID-19. So these are the data. Okay, our goal is to find the first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. How are we going to do that? Do you have any idea? Let's see. Okay, this is the problem, and this is our steps or procedure to be able to solve the problem. Okay, so with that, let's see. First, or the solution for item 1, which is first quartile. Okay, so based on the procedure, we have write the data in ascending order. So when we say ascending, from smallest to the largest value. So here, what is the smallest value? It's actually 10. And that is actually the ascending order. So let's check. 10, 19, 20, 23, 25, 28, 31, 34, 37. Okay, so the numbers are really ascending. After arranging the numbers into ascending order, okay, sabi natin, use the formula. For the first quartile, K for 1, N is of course 19. It's the total number of sample. So let us see. Okay, so Q1, quartile 1 is K, where K is 1, and where N is 19. And then we simplify. Okay, how are we going to do that? 19 plus 1 is 20 times 1 is still 20, and divided by 4 is 5. Does that mean the first quartile is 5? Okay, let's see. Letter D, use the result to determine the score by counting the data in the distribution. So this is not yet the first quartile. It's actually, okay, the place, okay? So when we arrange the number, let us count the fifth score, the fifth number. And to get the fifth score of the distribution, that is, we have to count. So this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. As you notice, the fifth score is 25. That's the reason why we arrange the distribution into ascending order. Okay, so if we look at that, so as you notice here, 25 is really the fifth score. Okay, so that is the first quartile of the distribution. Let us proceed to the second, to item number 2, second quartile. How about second quartile? Again, to solve for the second quartile, we will be using this procedure. And the first is, again, arrange. Of course, we will be using the same data, the ascending order. And then use the formula. But instead of substituting 1 to K, we will use now 2. So that will be quartile 2 is 2 times 19 plus 1. That results to 40 over 4, which is 10. Then we are looking for the 10th score. Okay, so use the result to determine the score. That means we have to look for the 10th score. And if we count, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you notice, the 10th score is actually 40. Okay, so that is the second quartile. Okay, so let's proceed to the third quartile. How about the third quartile? Again, the same problem. We are looking for the third quartile. In that case, so we do the same process. So we arrange the data in ascending order. Then we use this formula, but this time we use 3 to substitute for K. And that's why we get 3 times 19 plus 1 is actually 60 divided by 4 is 15. Therefore, we are looking for the 15th score. So if 40 is the 10th score, so we may start here. This is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I think the 10th score, or sorry, the 15th score is 50. It should be 10th score, okay? It should be 15. So, as you notice here, the 15th score is actually 50. Okay, so I hope you got our presentation about quartile of ungrouped data. Okay, and of course, for you to be updated with the video that I'll be presenting, always subscribe and hit the notification bell. Once again, this is Mr. D of DSS Review Center. Thank you and see you in our next video.